Myron, in this question, see here, a farmer moves along the boundary of a square feet. So what is the meaning of boundary? Boundary means that is perimeter, full rounds. He is going full round. That is the meaning. He is going from A to B, okay, then B to C, C to D, then D to A. This is called a boundary, okay, full he is going, okay. So that is the meaning of boundary of square field. And what is the size of the square field? The square size of the square field is actually 10 meter. Okay, 10 meters. So he is crossing the boundary. That is the perimeter. From A, he is starting to going to B, B to C, C to D, D to A. So one round, one boundary in 40 seconds. So 40 seconds completed, one boundary completed like that. Okay. So where he reached now? He started from A and reached back at A. So what will be the displacement? Displacement for one round. Displacement is the shortest distance, right? So displacement for one round is equal to 0. Why? Because my initial position and my final position are same. If the initial position is equal to final position, then my displacement will be equal to 0. My distance, if the question is distance means, then it will be what? 40 meter. Okay. But since it is displacement, initial position equal to final position, my displacement for one round equal to 0. So how many rounds he traveled is what we need to find. Okay, what will be the magnitude of displacement? So displacement they told of the farmer at the end of 2 minutes 20 seconds they told. So total time he taken to cross is 2 minutes 20 seconds. 1 minute is equal to what? 1 minute is 60, right? So 2 minutes is 120. So 120 plus 20, that is 140 seconds is the total time he has taken. Okay. So now for first round, what will be the displacement? First round completed. What will be the displacement? Displacement is equal to 0. Okay. Second round completed. What will be the displacement? Displacement equal to 0. So how many full rounds he is completing? The displacement will be equal to 0 only. So how many rounds he has taken, you need to find. Okay, in 140 seconds. So in this first round, he actually traveled in how many seconds? 40 seconds. Second round, he how many seconds he traveled? 40 seconds. So total 80 seconds completed. Now in the next third round equal to displacement equal to 0, 40 plus 40, 80 finished, right? Remaining again 40 seconds. So 40 into 3, 120. So 120 finished. Okay. Rest is how much? 20 seconds only left, right? So that for that 20 second, how much he will cross? Half of the fourth round, right? Half of the fourth round only he will cross because we have left 20 second only. Then only total 140 seconds will happen. So half of the fourth round. So half of the fourth round means from where to where? He traveled from A to B, right? Then from B to C. This is called half because they have given like this from A to B, B to C only they told the direction. So from A to B and B to C. Then only half finished because here he traveled in 10 meter. So 10 meter, right? So 10 meter in 40 seconds. So in 40 seconds, he traveled 10 meter, like, sorry, the full boundary. Okay, so for full boundary, here, sorry, not 40 seconds full boundary he crossed. So in 20 seconds, how much he will cross? Half of the boundary. Half of the boundary means from A to B and B to C only he will travel. That is the meaning, right? Because this becomes full. Okay. So only half he traveled. So that means how much he traveled, the distance. The distance, if I am talking about, means 20 meter. But the question is displacement they asked, right? So the displacement for the first three rounds is 0. And what about the fourth round? That is half. So displacement is always the shortest distance. So shortest distance from the initial position and the final position. That is called AC. AC is the shortest distance, right? So what is AC? Since it is a square, this becomes 90 degree. So AC will be equal to hypotenuse of this triangle ABC. Okay, so hypotenuse is equal to root of base squared plus altitude squared. 10 squared plus altitude is 10 squared. So that's why square root of 10 squared is 100. So 100 plus 100. So that is equal to square root of 200. So that is equal to square root of 2 into 100. Or we can write like 2, what is the square root of 100? 10. So 10 root 2 meter. This is the distance he traveled. Okay, understood? One more thing, if the in the same question, if they asked about the displacement, okay, if they asked about the sorry, displacement, they asked. If they asked distance, then the answer will be different. Okay, if they are asking you to compare the distance and displacement, which is bigger, distance will be always more. Why? If I am talking about distance, means first he traveled in 140 seconds. So how many rounds he took? 3.5 rounds. For the 3 rounds, how many meter he has taken? 40 meter, because boundary he traveled in. So perimeter of this square is 40 meter. So if they have asked distance in this question, distance is equal to, because they will ask and ask you to compare also. So that also can come. So if the question is distance, means for the first round, 40 meter. For the second round, 40 meter. For the third round, 40 meter. And for the 0.5 round, 20 meter. So totally 40 plus 40, 80. 80 plus 40, 120. 120 plus 20, 140 meter. Okay. So if the distance means 140 meter, displacement means 10 root 2. Clear?